We're here in Chandler checking out a property that we are about to go under contract on. This is a house that the that came from our in-house acquisitions, meaning we have our own acquisitions team where we make the cold calls ourselves. We have we spend probably close to $1,000, $1,500 just on marketing to go find deals for myself and for other people. And this is a deal that came to our table, and one of my acquisition guys like, hey, we have this deal on the table. I don't know if this is a good deal, and I'm not available to go to the project. So he asked me to go on the project, which, as the leader of the organization, that's your job. If you're the leader, you gotta be on this. You gotta be in the forefront of all the stuff that happens. So we're here to check out the property. We don't have it under contract yet, so we may or may not buy it. But let's check it out. I want to make sure this is the right house before I get in. So there are two different types of lockboxes. There's two different types of lockboxes. There's one that looks like this, where anybody that has code can access it. But there's also a realtor's lockbox where you as a realtor, you have an app and the phone has to be within a certain distance away from the lockbox. But I'm not a realtor, so I don't have access to that. Get out. I've literally knocked on the door for over a year, just knocking foreclosures.
Your hand's still hurtful?
It still hurts. It hurts now because I haven't done it in 2 years.
Oh, okay.
And that's how you used to knock?
Yeah. You gotta be very careful.
That's a Kevin Cho knock.
That's a Kevin Cho knock.
That's how you door knock.
So I'll go home every day, and I'll only go home if I start to see the blood.
Bleeding.
Really?
Yeah. If there's no blood, I'm not going home.
Alrighty.
Okay, so it looks like no one's home, so check it out. Hello? Wow, this is a nice house.
Oh, yeah.
It is super nice.
Turnkey.
This is such a great spot in Chandler, and this is like, not only is it a good spot and like 2 miles away from the freeway, but this is all brand new construction. Like this whole community is brand new construction.
It's music. Maybe there's like music. Maybe the realtor has it set up where there's music playing in the house. So.
I thought that was somebody else's phone. Wow, look at this. Look how big this room is. Wow, this is awesome. Holy moly! Check out the finishing touches on this.
How much is this house? Sell it to me.
You
This is
We'll
a
see.
master suite.
Yeah, this is a sub 2 deal that we're about to go under contract on. So this is a 2-bed. So this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, but we're trying to see if there's another way for us to add another bedroom because 3-bedroom, 2-bath are more. So this is 1,900 square feet, but it's 2-bed. There's gotta be so much more room. You have the speaker. So this is like the den, I guess. You already moved out. Let's check out this. Wow. Holy moly.
This is nice.
This is a deal. So just to get into this deal, I think the realtor's getting $15,000 and the homeowner's getting $5,000. So if I wanted to buy it, I could literally buy it for probably pay my acquisition team like $5,000 signing fee. Because if the payment on this is kind of high. The payment on this is $3,400. That's including the HOA. HOA is $200. The payment is $3,200. So on this house, you know, when my partner and I underwrote the deal, she said we could bring in $3,300 plus. But then the challenge is, okay, number one, we're gonna have vacancies, so like we gotta set that aside. But at the same time, like we have other opportunities on the table where like if I'm spending, you know, $25,000 to get into this deal, but then we're only making $500, like that's not the deal that I really want to do.
Right.
But this house condition, this is beautiful. Like,
How much would you want to cash flow on this for it to make sense?
I mean, not this deal in particular, but just any deal. I want to bring at least $1,500. $1,500 every single house.
Can you do that for this with the midterm rental?
We can probably make $600 off of it as a midterm rental, but it's like now it's like I'm at a point where like I have to think about opportunity costs, right? Because when I first started doing deals, like I could care less. Like if I could get into a deal like this for $20,000, $25,000, and the condition of the house is really nice and this is a great spot in Chandler, like I would buy this deal all day. But I'm like kind of thinking like, because we already have a couple buyers that's interested. But because this is my deal, I told my team, hey, like do not send it off to any other buyers. This is gonna be like, you know, because I offer the money for the marketing, like I said earlier, so I have to get first dibs, and obviously I'll pay you guys out. But this is a really nice house.
Yeah.
Very beautiful, like really nice. Oh my gosh. Like look at the finishing touches on this.
Oh, this is the. Oh,
Here's the music.
cool. There's like surround sound here in the house. This is like a.
We'll just try it out.
Just start blasting it.
Yeah, because it was actually really good music too. Like it was very soft. Oh, there. Imagine you walk into an open house.
This is cool. Yeah. You want to move in here?
I mean, well, here's the thing: is I just moved out of my house, and my payment on my house was $3,000, and that was a 4-bed, 2-bath, 3% interest rate. But it doesn't make sense at this point. It doesn't make sense for me to move back into a house like this and what I'm gonna do. But look at this house is so nice. It's so nice. Okay, we got the
It'd be like a game room.
we got the video. Yeah. So this is the thing is like the first floor is basically the, you know, 1 bedroom. You got the whole first floor. The second bedroom is like there's not much you can do with this. You can't really make another bedroom out of this. So I feel like
What's
there's
the rate on this one?
5.5%. And this house is probably, I haven't run the numbers yet, but I think this house will be worth like 550,000, maybe 500,000. It's like you look at the community around here, like we'll drive by later, but like this is like brand new construction. I think this entire community was built in the last 2 years. So like now like, and also this is the thing about like buying newer homes versus the older house. Like the house that I was living in, that was built in 1976. But if I were to move into this house, like I would have basically no upkeep for the next probably 5 years. But like on my old house, I was always constantly fixing things. And like I have to hire this guy for this. I gotta have to hire this guy for that. It's like now, like now it's like your effective monthly payment on the house might be, this effective monthly payment is $3,400, but my effective monthly payment on my older house is like, you know, add another $500 a month to that. Yeah. So it also comes with this speaker thing, so it's awesome.
You would
Wow.
just for the speakers.
Yeah.
Just for the music.
I mean, if anything, you could probably put a wall right here and make this a bedroom.
Yeah, a small bed.
Like, but I don't know if it's. I mean, you got the window, you got the vent, you got the lights. This could technically be a bedroom if you really like offer it, but
Does the city require there to be like a formal dining or like a
no,
place to eat?
no.
You can just put the bar stools right here to eat.
Yeah, like most places don't like. This is actually a house that I would like seriously consider moving into. I'm gonna call my partner real quick.
Well,
Yes.
the
Nice.
upstairs, you could turn that into a bedroom too, that part.
Yeah. Well, I'll see her today, but I just want this island alone. Like, I want to just take this home.
Just the island.
Like, this island. Oh
I
my
know.
gosh.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
The lights.
The appliances, the lights. You would not believe this Chandler house. You would not believe this Chandler house. Look at the screen. Hey. Look at the screen. Look. I'm doing. Look at this. This house is so nice. There's no room to add another bedroom though. I don't think. I mean, I can.
Tell me to check it out.
Can you take a video for me? It's kind of blurry. I think it's your service.
Yeah, I have a video. You know, I have the full video today, the raw one, but it's really awesome. But if we pass up on it, like no worries. But bye. Okay.
So do you have these houses under contract already before you make a decision, or?
No, most of the time, so this was the deal with this house was the homeowner was already under contract with somebody else who was gonna not perform. Like if you look on Zillow, it went contingent last Tuesday, and they fell through because it was some idiot wholesaler locked it up as a sub 2 deal and they couldn't find a buyer. But I'm a legitimate buyer. Like I would seriously consider buying this deal if I didn't have anything else going on, right? But I would honestly consider buying it just for the contents too. Like imagine like the videos, like imagine the video that the kind of stories. Like you can go buy a brand new construction in Chandler, Arizona, and you can, you know. So, but I don't know. Also, what I was thinking of doing with this house was I can make this like a podcast room, right? So I can, when the guests come in, I can make this a room for the podcast. So like when you guys come into town. Like how much? Like I spent $200 something for the hotel, which you know it's not a lot, but if I got you guys a hotel and I got you guys all this, like, and I film the podcast with the people that come into town, like, and this is like very central, very conveniently located too, like, great neighborhood, gated community.
Yeah.
Like this is like I would make one of the rooms a
Turn it
podcast
into a
room.
studio,
Yeah, I would make one of the rooms a podcast, and then I would make the other rooms like the beds, basically. So. But the challenge is now it's like, okay, I gotta buy the deal first, and I gotta, you know, a couple months of making the mortgage payment. So like if I buy the deal for $25,000, I gotta pay closing costs $5,000, and I have $5,000 a month mortgage payment. So right off the bat, like we're $35,000 in before I even put any of the beds in, before I even do anything with the house. So I'll probably spend another $7,000 on, you know, making the house ready and comfortable. And then if I wanted to start a podcast, then I have to spend another, I don't know, $15,000 bare minimum.
Yeah.
Bare minimum. So
Probably.
like right off the bat, we gotta go $50,000. And like podcast is like my thing, right? So this is not even a partnership with CC. So it's like, okay, now I gotta figure out what to do with this house. And $50,000. Yeah. So let's just say if I use the $50,000. Okay, so now my payment is $3,200, and then HOA is $200, and then I add if I borrow the $50,000, that's another $500. So every single month, just for me to operate this house, it's gonna be $400 plus utilities and anything else that goes, that breaks. So it's like at that. So now it's like, is that spending all the money worth it? And what other opportunities could I have? Like, could I just rent out a room? Could I just rent out like a whole
studio that's already.
Yeah. Could I just rent out a studio and I don't have to worry about the equipment and the human and the labor behind it? So those are the things that go in my mind. But like this house is tempting. Like truly, this house is tempting for me to buy. And it's a decent interest rate, like it's a 5.5. Like even though people like me, like I have a couple houses at 2.7%, 3%. Even 5.5 is like very desirable, even in this current climate. But everything comes furnished too. Like, how could you? What do you think about this house?
I love it.
You love
it. I love the colors, the tones, everything. Yeah. It just has so much vibrance.
Sell it to a cameraman.
I know.
We already have a couple backup buyers.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
But it's so crazy that this house has been on the market for over 100 days, and they're still on the market. I don't know if they probably got a good amount of offers because it's in such a great spot. But the only thing is like if you buy the house like a year or a year and a half ago, and you basically owe what the house is worth, like you're upside down in your house. Those are the real estate agents have a hard time selling those because they have to get a certain price, or else the homeowner's cutting a check. But on this deal, like we're paying the real estate agent full commission, we're paying the homeowner $5,000 so that they don't have to come out of pocket, and you can take over this brand spanking new house.
Yup.
Like, oh my gosh.
Why is the homeowner selling it? Were they living in it?
I don't know. I mean, it looks like they were living in it because if you looked at the second bedroom upstairs, there was like a bed mark. You guys saw those spots on the
Maybe
carpet.
they're relocating.
Yeah, they're relocating. So like, I mean, it happens all the time. Like people, they buy a house. Oh, I think I'm gonna live in Chandler for at least 5-7 years, and then something happens in their job, family stuff, money stuff, and they have to move out of the house. And it's like, okay, now what do you do?
Yeah.
Okay, well I can't. I'm gonna sell the house because they know for a fact this house cannot rent for $3,400 on a voucher.
They don't have equity, so.
But they don't have equity, so they can't even sell it. So now it's like the only option is to, sell it to us people like me, and I come in and take over the payments and get it done, or they, short sell it or get it foreclosed on. But nobody wants. That's not a good scenario for anybody. So and this is exactly the deals that I focus on. Is like I've done 75 deals as of today, this year alone, where I come in and take over other people's mortgage payments.
So if you take over their mortgage payment, can they go out and get another loan if they want to buy another house?
100%. I mean, you guys are loan officers. You guys are familiar with how how it works. So if you're a homeowner, if you're an agent watching this video and you want to sell your house to me or your client's house to me, where I take over the mortgage payment, I will get you pre-qualified. Or no, matter of fact, they will get you pre-qualified for a better loan. Right. So
Best rates.
Christina's actually helping me with a house that we're working on in Phoenix, where we are buying the house. Where she's helping me. Because she's a loan officer that's licensed in Arizona. She can help me get loans like DSCR loans, FHA, VA loans, conventional loans, all that stuff. And okay, so I think that's it. Cece and I will have my partner and I will have a conversation about like what we want to do with this house. If you want to buy it or if you want to just wholesale it off to somebody else, just move on from it. But I think truly, if I had this house a month from now, or if I got this house probably year, maybe like 6 months from today, I probably would pull the trigger and make this a podcast studio. Like that would have been.
That'd be awesome.
That would have been the perfect scenario, but
It's beautiful, man.
it's a beautiful house.
So wide too, and the colors just make it even bigger.
Yeah, and we're also facing that's south, right? I mean, right now, this time of the day, like we're getting so much sunlight, so it just looks very good, very more roomy.
Comes with those curtains too.
Yeah, I mean, like that fridge alone is probably $40,000.
Yeah.
No, like, okay, so here's
Stove top. I love that.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my gosh. Like I'm seriously loving this island.
Do you cook?
I don't.
What did I say, dude?
But they moved out, like they're completely out of here.
You never know if they left food. That's an extra. That's an extra tip.
There's water.
That's probably a little bit house. Wow.
Yeah, because if someone comes in right now and try to buy this traditionally, it'd be like 7% rate.
Yeah.
6.8.
100%.
Yeah, so this is a steal.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a
You
steal.
sure you don't want to buy it, cameraman?
Cameraman.
Hey,
You get a 5%. What is it? 5%?
5.5%.
Yeah, 5.5%.
negotiations are starting after this thing turns off.
Okay, I'm here with my camera guy and two of my private money lenders that flew in from Los Angeles, and we're checking out this property in Chandler, Arizona. And for me to get into this deal, it's $20,000, 5.5% interest rate. The payment is $3,400. I know it's not the best, interest rate in the world, but look at this video. Look at the condition of the house. Would you live in this house? 2 bedroom, 2 bath, and we have 1,900 square feet. Like one of the you tell me if this is a house that you buy, because for me, if I were to buy this house, I'll probably make this a guest house. So whenever people come flying to Phoenix, I'll make this a house for them to stay in for free, and I'll make the other room a podcast studio, so that I don't have to pay for a studio every single time I come in. So, and this is in a really, really desirable part of Chandler, gated community, guards, everything. So, what would you do with this house?
That was awesome.
That was 2 take. That was pretty good. Usually,
That was good.
let me just turn off the light. Would be, now that I think about it, just to run this thing as a podcast, and whatever my vision with it is going to be $4,000.
4,000 a month.
4,000 a month. So the house payment, HOA payment, the private money payment, and miscellaneous things. It's gonna cost me $4,000 as to run this house as, you know, get guest house and everything.
But if you have it as a studio, can't you
Oh, you
rent your
can rent it
studio
out. There
to
you
other
go.
people who
Yeah.
need a podcast studio?
Rent out your studio.
I could.
You can rent it out.
But which means I also have to have a staff that can, you know, run it. 'Cause
Well, I mean, it could kind of be like an Airbnb where they, you know, like the equipment's here.
You have cameras inside.
They let themselves in.
yeah.
Rent it by like the hour.
You know, like a recording studio, I think they just go in
Yeah.
and do their route.
Once you have the crew, you have the keys, each one assigned to what is, you know, their management.
He could be your partner to help run it.
Right.
I could beat them up. I'm big.
So this is something that I've been realizing about myself as I do more creative financing, just do more deals. Is you look at deals as, you know, not like, okay, what's the payment, what can I rent this out for? You know, now you start to add personality to your exit strategy. And what I mean by that is, like this house, I like literally when we pulled up, I was looking at it from, okay, what's the rent on this house? What's the payment and what's the amount that I can rent this house for? And I guess start to get creative. And as soon as I walked in, within the first 3 minutes, I'm like, this is what I want to do. I want to buy a house. So whenever people fly into town, fly into town, like they have a place to stay. That they don't have to, you know, go get a hotel. Right off the bat, if I fly in one person a week, that's right off the bat $1,000 I save from a hotel.
Right.
So my effective payment actually goes down from $4,000 to $3,000. And how many more deals do I really have to do to make upward $3,000 a month? You know. So that's the kind of thing that I'm thinking about. You know, as the more and more I think about it, it's like also how many more Gator lending deals do I have to do? How many more houses do I need to buy to cash flow, right? So. Yeah, that's just something that you know, later down the road, as you guys do more deals on your own, you will figure out, okay, like you guys will look at a house and you guys will really look at it as, you know, like a straight up investment. This is like this is not like a numbers investment. This is a relationship investment.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know the first time when I got flew out to I think it was SoCal. And they booked me a hotel, like that's an experience that I will never forget. So like this is an experience that I want to provide to other people. And I had my own house as well, but like that house, like my house, the 1976 house, that's not a house that I would want people to fly in and stay. It's too old. But this house, great, awesome house. So, but we'll see. Let's head out to the next property.
And there's a pool.
No, not pool here.
Community pool.
There's no.
Oh.
I thought I saw a community pool.
Oh, there has to be community pool here, yeah.
Community
And with the amount of, with a $200 HOA, they better have a pool. But $200,
That's nothing.
that's nothing out in California.
500, 700.
$700.
Yeah.
HOA is crazy out there.
Yeah, so it's,
Same with Florida.
Yeah, Florida's crazy.
oh, did we check out the garage?
I don't think we did.
No, we didn't. There's your other room.
See if they left us a car to keep.
Oh my gosh. Wow, 2-car garage.
Your Ferrari right there and then your Lamborghini right here.
So this is what you need in Arizona. Water softener. You really need a water softener. Arizona water is the hardest water you ever find. Wow.
They got everything already built for you out here.
They got everything built for you, so all you need to do is just furnish it for a little bit. Okay. Okay, got it.
Kevin's in love with this house. He's spending his time.
Wow. Holy moly. That's like a 14-foot ceiling.
Cat. Look for your pet.
It's a pet door.
Oh,
It's a pet door.
ready for your dog or your cat.
You see?
Let's go. deal. Good deal.
So, what do you think of the house?
Honestly, I'll go under contract with it because I'm like 70% I'm buying it, because for me to run the podcast and for me to have a house for me to have a housing for the people here, when people fly in, it's like that alone is a experiment and investment in the relationship, you know. And you know, if I lose $4,000 a month, or if I lose, you know, close to, you know, if I lose a couple grand a month, like I think I'll be fine with it. But this is a deal that doesn't really come on the market too much, you know. Like just like Chandler, just deals in Chandler doesn't really come up a lot.
Well, that's a tax benefit.
It's a tax benefit too. So
And we can come stay here.
yeah, you guys are more than welcome to stay and like.
Come back next month.
Yeah, and now you guys owe me something, and you guys will do so many things for me. But yeah, that's a deal. We'll go under contract, and we'll keep you posted on the next video once we close on this.